Hey guys, so welcome to today's episode, and today I'm going to show you how to play with more expression. Expressions. It just happens to be a coincidence. It's a cool shirt though. What happens typically is people learn a scale and then they try to do guitar solos over it and they become very mechanical. And part of the reason why is one, they're thinking we're just playing and being flashy. And number two, they're utilizing all the notes, but sometimes utilizing all those notes is too much. Okay, so it's best to back it up and go a little simpler. But let's talk about this communication thing first. So when you're playing a guitar solo, like the singer, he's going to sing about whatever it is that he's singing about, and everyone else in the band is playing something that they feel. When the guitarist is going to play a solo, that's his turn to really fully communicate what he's feeling there, right? His emotion, what's going on with him, and a lot of people take that as not that, but as something different, as something like, okay, now's my time to show everybody how amazing I am at guitar. People don't really care if you could play like, 1,000 notes a second. No one really cares about that, except other guitar players. Okay, if you want to impress somebody, make sure they're a guitar player or something of the sort, like a bassist or something. But if typically speaking, most people on the streets, you going playing something like that, it's not going to impress anyone. All it's going to do is make them go, okay, you can play, but can you play this song? And I just played about 20,000 different songs. So yeah, obviously you're able to do that, but that's not what communicates to people. So when you're playing a guitar solo, it's best to get a concept of what you want to say to somebody. What are you trying to tell them, right? And a good way to explain this is like, if you've ever been uncomfortable, like telling someone that you like them or saying something to maybe a boss or something that you just felt like you couldn't say to them because you'd either get fired or something, right? There's consequences to what you're saying, so you don't want to take the chances, right? The guitar solo is the perfect opportunity to convey that idea to somebody without suffering the consequences, because it'll communicate to the person, they'll get what you're trying to say to them. And that's really what a guitar solo is about. Now, the next thing is too many notes. Okay, so normal scale has 7 different notes. People argue, oh, but there's 8. Yeah, the 8th note is the same as the first one. So 7 different notes. Most major minor scales have that. Okay, so when we're playing like a minor scale, okay, those are all the notes we have, and then of course we have the octaves of them. Okay, so, and if you don't know that, I'm going to put up a video up here. You can take a look at this video, okay, that I'm linking up there, and that will go over how to play that scale and how to expand it across the fretboard. All right, and that works with any other scale. But what I'm talking about here is there's too many notes. Okay, think of it like when you're making a meal, right? If you put too many different seasonings in the food, you kind of ruin the food. It doesn't taste good anymore. You put some salt, put some pepper in it, right? And you go, okay, that's pretty good. Maybe you put some oregano. That was nice. But if you start putting other stuff in there, you start dumping all kinds of other things like, I don't know, clove powder and cumin and all this other stuff and some thyme. It just ruins it. Now it's like, ugh. So this is the same idea. When you're playing a scale or you want to play a solo, what can happen is that you're using too many notes. And by using too many notes, it kind of reduces your ability to express yourself. Okay? And if you already know how to do that, then, I don't know why you're watching this video, but if you're looking to express yourself more, then what you want to do, believe it or not, is cut down on the amount of notes that you use, right? So take the scale and bring it down to about 3 or 4 notes, okay? Like I've done this with 3 notes, and I tell you, it drives me crazy. 4 notes I can live with. 3 notes gets really rough. And when I'm talking about 4 notes or 3 notes, you can bend those notes, you can bend outside of those notes, but it's really just those 3 notes that is your focus point, right? Those and that's it. We're staying exclusively with those notes, and we're doing that because it forces you to use those notes more creatively, more expressively. You know, like a child doesn't have the vocabulary of an adult, right? So what they do is they try to find the best way that they can with the words that they know how to use to say what it is that they're feeling. And if anyone's ever talked to a child, you know right away they can express themselves very well. So it doesn't take a lot to be able to express yourself. So let's take that same idea and put it to guitar, and let's take 4 notes, okay? Just 4 notes, and play along with a 15-minute backing track with just those 4 notes, and watch what happens. So I'm going to do a little example here where I'm going to play a G, A, C, and a D. Those are my 4 notes. Okay, and this is based off of the A minor scale, or the A minor pentatonic scale. So I guess what this would be, the A quadatonic scale. But anyway, let's see what happens with just playing these 4 notes, what we can create with that. So I got this backing track set up here, and there's nothing. Oh, here we go. Someone's calling me again. Can you believe this? Guitar Education. Goodbye. Man. Now, we don't have to stay with that same octave that we've been playing, just the same 4 notes. Alright, so just giving a little bit of the idea of like how we can use that and be expressive with just 4 notes. So that was just a little example, but I want you to take those 4 notes, or take any 4 notes from a scale, or even 3 notes, right? That's a big challenge, 3 notes. And try to just play around with those notes along some kind of backing track. Like this is a blues minor backing track. I'll put the link to this video in the description, so that way you can play along with this exact same one. And I'd like to give credit to the guy who made this. So, you know, thank you to the guy who made this. And, you know, go ahead and, you know, check it out, play along with that. There's other ones. If you want to know more about scales, I do have some videos in that, which I'll also link in here. So just be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit notifications so that you can stay alerted to all the videos that come out. Thanks for watching.